Hello and welcome to July's edition of our RML vlog. Who would have thought we were heading gusto into the summer holidays with such velocity? But great things happening across this year already. So lots of thank you for your continued hard work in terms of trying to get the product out of the door. We know that some pressure on lead times. We know that there's a little pressure on materials as well. So there's some really good stuff, some really good coming together and joined together. We've got a bit of work to do in terms of making sure that our communication, both internally and externally, is as I expect it, nothing but brilliant. And then we need to continue to kind of reevaluate what brilliance looks like within the business. So really encourage you to take on board all this brilliant stuff that Rox is doing and that operations team in terms of making sure we've got a cap on our internal engagement and we come to a resolution quickly. A couple of things for me to whiz through. 7 contributors to today's vlog are female. That number of females is in excess of the amount of females that worked in RML when Mark and I bought the company back in 2015. So that's something that I've worked hard to establish, and really pleasing that the female contribution this month far exceeds the male contribution. So great stuff there. Couple of other things. Epi's reminded you about the day that Rishi Sunak came to visit our offices, and thank you on behalf of me and SLT for everyone that made that happen. A great day and a really great profile for RML as well. So great to have such high profile into the business. I think most of you know by now we can download the intranet onto your Apple or your Android. It's a nifty little app, and I'm sure that there's some really great directions about to do it on the rest of this vlog, kind of downstairs underneath this video. Freedom Day, if you will, on the 19th. What does that mean from RML? Well, actually, you know, it doesn't mean much change, to be honest. The only thing that we will cease doing is the questionnaire when everyone comes into the office on a daily basis. But personal responsibility. If you're feeling well, you know, stay at home, do your test, have a responsibility to those that are around you, and a continual thank you for your adaptation to rules and regulations over the last 15 months. It's been tough, it's been a challenge, and we know that it's still a challenging environment externally, so you know, absolutely enjoy yourselves, but continue to be wary. We've got a half year update, so we've just finished the half year, although it's kind of our 3/4 way through. We've got 3 months to our end of year. And we are having record-breaking weeks in terms of what we're managing to push out the door. Lots of people across the business are working tremendously hard. The good news about all of this is that it's looking like we're on track to recover the losses of last year, and almost kind of that would counterbalance the 2 years in terms of a loss and a profit. So we'll kind of make a big step forward, but in fact all we've done is leveled up with probably 18 months ago. So from the balance sheet perspective, that's great news. From a cash flow perspective, we're in a good position, but we still have got some of that financial scarring that I'll talk about for the next kind of 2 years in terms of paying that money back from the government, of where we had a big hole in our cash flow. So that's it in a nutshell. As I say, thank you very much for all your ongoing hard work. There really is some brilliant things going on across the business at the moment. If you're going away, albeit to Costa del Blighty, have a nice time, have a good recharge of batteries, come back all keen and gusto to kick on into the rest of the summer, and then into the latter stages of Q3 and Q4, which I know that will be very busy. Thanks again. Speak to you all soon. Good night, RML. Kidney out.
So as we come to the end of the first half of 2021, just wanted to reflect a little bit on the first 6 months of the year across the central operations team. So if we look at the customer experience team, inbound call volumes in January compared to where we finished in June were up by about 18.5%. So that's averaged out at around 130 daily inbound calls to customer experience. Moving on to the call-off team, the figures that we were seeing in January have really shot up, particularly around March, April time, so that when we finished in June, we were just short of 90% up on the January figure. So lots of work done there by the call-off team. Although the Trust call-offs very slightly slowed down in the last week or so of June, it was the first month of the year that Trust call-off value actually exceeded Joist call-off value. Moving on to Pro, Since its launch in February, we've raised a total of 238 pros across the business in all business areas and departments, so averaging out at around 52 a month. The Central Ops team have worked really hard to build a very cohesive team, getting more and more involved in supporting each other across all of the departments. Lots of really good work going on, with lots to go at in the next 6 months of 2021.
Hi everybody, it's Emma from Health and Safety. Today I'm at our Wales and West factory. I'm assisting with a CAT-G audit, which is happening as we speak. Also, while I'm here today, I'll be helping Mike Collins with some Zahara training to allow him to be able to order stock to site himself. We've got some more racking being installed here in the next week or two by Stephen Carl, which will give extra storage capacity in the yard and help assist with production. The recent yard improvements that have happened here have allowed for a turn-in circle and HGV bays to be made available on site. I've had a look at that today and it's looking fab. In other news around the department, Greg and myself have completed our harness and IPAF training now. We've both received our certificates and are now available to operate any machinery and allow us to do on-site maintenance. And Matt Davis has completed his Train the Trainer certification for in-house forklift and side loader training. So lots going on within the department and keeping us very busy. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Hi, I'm Sally, Purchase Ledger here at RML. I've been here 4 months now, loving the job. Basically, you order things and I pay for them and keep all the suppliers happy. That's it.
Hello from HR. Just a few bits to update you on this month. Obviously we're approaching the busy holiday season coming into July, so we've put a reminder on the newsletter below just about the company policy in terms of travelling abroad and how the government guidelines might affect the time off that people need. So all the information is below if you need to refer to that. Or you can obviously ask your line manager if you're unsure as well. In terms of COVID restrictions obviously being changed as well, we will be updating our COVID policy to make sure it's up to date in terms of the changed restrictions from the 19th of July. So we will share that with you shortly as well. And also Isabel will sadly be leaving the company at the end of July. She joined us through the Kickstart scheme and she's done a fantastic job for us in the department. So I'd just like to say thank you to her for all of her hard work, and we wish her well for the future. I will be looking to bring in a replacement, so I'll keep you updated when I have a new team member to let you know. Okay, thank you, take care.
Hey everybody, Roxy here with a quick update from the operations team. So Jo Parr has recently rejoined us. Her new role is capacity coordinator. So she is assisting with the communication between sites, call-offs and production. Primarily this involves assisting with the queries that are coming through regarding delivery dates, whether they're wanting to push or pull their deliveries forwards. She's ensuring that this is in line with our own capacity planning and that our production weeks aren't over or underfilled. Currently this is going really well. On the pro side of things, Amy Stedman has done a great job of coordinating this. So this is currently under a proposed process review at the moment, so we can bring this more in line with our own business objectives and how we operate internally alongside the demand and requirements coming in from site when the pros are being raised. CET are currently undertaking some upskilling on call-off training to ensure that we have the capacity there to cover any future demand. Elsewhere across the business, we're looking at changing some of the internal processes to make information more readily available. So when the pros are coming through, that information is there, we can access it quickly and we can solve the customer queries timely and effectively. This hasn't got any traction yet. We've currently put together a working team. We have our first meeting next week to look at some of the processes surrounding production and paperwork and things like that. So hopefully some good things should come from that too. Thanks.
Hi all, just a quick update from the Joyce production side of things. Some of you may already be aware that the metal web has moved from East Mids into the Wolves. A big thank you to Ben Percy, who's took up his efforts in helping aid Dean and others rising to the challenge of that. The call-off figures are also continuing to be extremely high, and we're now working closely with the transport team to improve our day-to-day transport coverage from around the country. So everyone, keep up the good work.
Hi everyone, it's Jenny here from Joyce Design, standing in for Sarah this month. Just letting you know, as always, there's a large volume of quotes in, which is great news, and there's no sign of that slowing down anytime soon. News from Trussies, there's a couple of new starters this month, so that's great. In Joyce Design, we've had our new James Jones software, and we all had training on that last week, which went pretty well. So it's all looking positive. Hopefully that will start to make us a bit more efficient going forward. And that's about it really. So hope you all have a lovely evening and take care. Bye bye.
Good afternoon all, it's Jordan here from the BD team. Been asked to give you an update on current things. So no, very busy in general. Lots of queries, tenders, orders coming into the business. Last week was a fantastic week on Joyce. The orders we had come in were great from the small to medium. So we had the likes of Partner, Piper, Dandara, L&M Structures. Yeah, some great orders there. So well done to all involved in there. Some great news on trusses. You might not be aware, but we've now got onto the Taylor Wimpey truss deal. So we're now allowed to go and contact 10 regions, which between myself, Jason and Colleen, we're busy contacting. So I know Colleen's already had a couple of sites come in, which is great, and Sarah's team are working on. But no, very busy. Lots of calls on material, price increases, you name it. But no, in fairness, the market's handling the price increases very well. So it's not what no one wants a price increase, but everyone's understanding of the situation. I say customers I've been spoken to and discussed with at length. So going into Q4, looking likely there's going to be further increases. But no, so key thing is communication. If we keep doing communication well, we'll be okay. So no, good to see you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Hi, it's Karen from Marketing with a quick update for you all. Last week was really busy making the most of the visit to RML West Midlands by the Chancellor Exchequer Rishi Sunak. We got some great exposure across digital channels, including a little feature in a Telegraph video. And I also wanted to thank everyone for the blog contributions, which we're now planning well in advance, and also for contributions to both the colleagues' Instagram page and our LinkedIn page. And I look forward to receiving more updates from you all from across the business, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Bye.